Good morning, good morning, good morning. You live on ADINKRA Radio, New York. This is the Kotoko Hour show. Good morning, the Fia Hamon. How you doing, sis? Good morning, North America. Good afternoon, Africa and Europe. Kotoko for life. Our brother Maswell Nice in the studio. This is the Kotoko Hour show. Our Cash Organic Mixture. The skin lotion for all body types. Yeah, call.
Asante Kotoko say. Yeah. Asante Kotoko say. Yeah. Asante Kotoko. Yeah. Asante Kotoko. Yeah.
ADINKRA Radio, we live on Netmix Box number 10. You can download our app, ADINKRA Radio New York.
Asante Kotoko yebeshe mamo. Asante Kotoko yebeshe mamo. Asante Kotoko yebeshe. Asante Kotoko yebeshe mamo. Asante Kotoko yebeshe mamo. Asante Kotoko yebesha mwako. Asante Kotoko yebesha. Asante Kotoko yebesha ko. Asante nasinka wo ofreda wasida.
Fabulous.
Nasinka wo.
Yesterday was the 38th year of our anniversary, the second AFCON trophy.
Yes, Renya Mimo. On my one wording. I need answer. Never shake we may and down.
Our brother Maso Nice in the studio. Maso will be presenting the foreign news, giving us updates, sports around football around the world. Good morning, Maswell. Good morning, Raphael. How you guys doing? Maswell. Welcome. Welcome to the Kotoko Hour show. How's it going, Maswell?
So far, so good. First time the Kotoko Hour.
Okay.
I've been monitoring it from behind.
Okay.
And I see what you guys have been doing to the other side. And then it's all fun. But
Okay.
I'm just grateful I've come to grace the occasion and
Grace the occasion.
hopefully to be part of the show from today forward. So,
Hopefully. So what do you have for us?
well, I have a lot for us, from sports updates from and around the world, particularly football. Right from the English Premier League to the German Bundesliga, we go to the Spanish La Liga. Things are happening there. From there, we go to the French League 1. You know, Lionel Messi switched from Spain to France. So I think he has shifted a bit focus from the Spanish La Liga to the French League 1. So I think things are happening there. From there, we move to Jose Mourinho's Italian Serie A.
Okay.
So many things are happening there. And then yesterday, wonderful games of football were played from all the league centers.
Okay.
So we shall go deep. It was a penalty day. So all
What
the
do
top
you mean penalty day?
a penalty day and a penalty night, because the top 3 teams in England had to make their ways via penalty.
It's part of the game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There were controversies.
Which teams are the top 3 in England?
So now, for now, the top 3 teams are Manchester City, Liverpool, and Chelsea.
Okay.
Okay, I think they have given the rest a lot of gaps. So it's like a 3-horse league. So all of them had to go through via penalty decisions yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, Chelsea had 2 penalties yesterday.
Okay.
Liverpool had late. I think no, it wasn't late, but it was controversial.
What do you mean controversial?
Steven Gerrard's return to the Anfield, yes, but that penalty, well, that was the referee's decision. But the most controversial one is the Manchester City's penalty.
What happened?
Yeah, the Manchester City's. I think based on the new FIFA rule, as far as the handball, I think FIFA, as far as the handball decision is concerned, if the ball hits the body before it touches the hand, all right, according to them, it's not a foul.
Okay.
All right, so if you look at the ball clearly, you could see that the ball hit the body before it touched the hand. And then if you look, and then there is another side of it which says that if the hand is in the natural position. Okay?
Sa story we ya tia ball yen sanka ho. FIFA won twa sa amrenim. Ball yen sam mobi, please. Monya trust won sa enka ball no ho. Enti ade na wode ne nsa bebobo. Media ball yen sam me penalty papa. Man hwebi, mini Man City. Na nso se me team. We know be bona ball no born inside Africa come me sa stories na me.
Okay, so
right, so
when the ball is in the penalty box,
right.
okay, the referee uses their discretion at a point in time,
right,
depending on the situation. Okay,
right.
So I think the ball, it hit the body before it hit the hand,
okay,
and the hand was in the natural position.
okay.
He was defending, and then the ball came to him. So, well, so many controversies here and there. Manchester City made it narrowly to the top, so they are still at the top of the league. So
Well,
interesting times are ahead. So Manchester City is ahead of Liverpool by 1 point, followed by Chelsea by 1 point. So from first and third, it's just 2 points separating.
That's tight.
Very, very tight. Very, very tight. And then Manchester United too got the penalty favor yesterday too.
I mean, I think it's part of them, though.
Manchester United?
Yeah, it's part of them.
Well, when Sir Alex was there,
it is a goat in your channel. It is a goat.
But
the goat scored.
I don't think Manchester is still a top tier team. I kind of see Manchester now as a middle sort of league, middle table sort of team.
Okay, based on, you cannot talk about the class of a club without talking about the club's history. We have history. We cannot let go of history. So based on what Manchester United have done, I think they are in transition. So it is time teams accepted times when they find themselves in transition. So when you are in transition, just like a sick person and a healthy person, no matter what you do, you cannot do what the healthy person would do once you are sick.
Right. But Marshall, because we're now using our main Facebook page, it's important we announce the page that we're using. So that would be the ADINKRA Radio, Facebook.com.
Yeah.
So if you want to announce that for our followers.
All right. So now we are live on ADINKRA Radio NY Facebook. With I don't know that there is a friend. We have two of the ADINKRA Radios NY. So when you search ADINKRA Radio NY, the second one has friend attached to it. So you press on that one. I think you'll find us live. Yeah. And if you find us, please share. Please share. Share now amount from whom, because people don't know the new medium we are using.
That's fine. We'll be fine. It's just today.
Yeah. It's just today.
Yeah, we should be back on our main page by next week.
So, ADINKRA Radio NY, the one with the friend, we have two of them. We have one with friend. So you press on that one and you find us live. You find us there live.
Share on Facebook.
Yeah, and then after you share, share.
Okay, all right. So continue. Let's go.
You share. Okay, so that was what happened. And then the champion last week Tuesday and Wednesday nights were Champions League nights.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the Champions League group stage is over.
Okay, talk of Champions League.
Yeah.
Like I said, yesterday was the 38th anniversary of Kotoko Hour, our second Champions League trophy. We won that in 1983. So when you down with your presentation,
second and the last one.
I mean, you could say that it's still our second trophy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And when you're done with your presentation, I would like for you to watch the highlights of
course,
the first leg game when
we
went to Egypt.
I'll be here.
Beautiful football. Beautiful.
1983.
83.
I was not born
some
by then.
grown folk stuff.
I was not born.
It's not some. So
Kotoko has been there before my inception till now. Kotoko hasn't won any medal.
Same as across the folk.
I was there 2000. I was there 2005.
I say anti-Kotoko because of your existence. And I know existence
it's been a very long time since Kotoko fans felt that feeling.
We still feel it. Don't speak for us.
Don't
speak for us.
From time to time, we relive the moment. Yeah. From time to time, we relive the moment. That you don't decide. That.
Okay. Now I'm talking to the upcoming ones. Okay.
Who are the upcoming ones?
Those from, let's say, 19...
The history is...
Please, Asante Kotoko is 1935.
From 1990.
Right.
The Kotoko fans who were born from the year 1990 till date.
History is there for them to learn.
Come on.
Our games are
You need to be part of the history.
Yes, we still making it.
You need to share in that history.
Yes.
That feeling,
Carry on with your presentation.
We'll be fine. This is Asante Kotoko Hour. Nina Maxwell is my name. You can call me NNM. I'm taking you through sports around the world. Over the weekend, so many wonderful games over the weekend. And Tuesday was Champions League night. Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we witnessed wonderful games of football. Beautiful games of football. Right from the Allianz Arena, where FC Bayern Munich played against FC Barcelona. For the first time, we are not going to see Barcelona in the knockout stage of the Champions League. For the first time in a long while.
I think 17 years.
Yeah, for the first time in a long while.
So they were in Champions League before because of Messi?
not only Messi, you know, Barcelona have lost lots and lots of players down the line, and I think they had problem with the transition, player transition. So it wasn't only Messi. I think the last person that Messi was the last and I think the biggest player that left Barca. But before Messi, players have left. We saw even that recently Nelson Semedo, who is now at Wolves, he left.
Semedo, they have to let him go because they couldn't bear the shame. What the guy at Bayern did to him. What's his name?
But he did same last week.
Liberian guy.
The guy did same to another defender.
Alfonso
Davis.
The ignominy it was just too much.
What Messi did to Boateng, was he sacked by Bayern?
But yet still, Boateng then became like.
Boateng is a big guy already.
He's
a big guy already.
Big guy was done this, and this an upcoming guy was done this. Come on.
The embarrassment was just too much. The shame was just too much for Barca to bear.
If Messi does that to anyone, it's not shameful because it's Messi.
It's Messi.
But this boy, the way he used is too much. It's too much.
I carry on.
All right. So we are not going to see Barcelona in the Champions. If you want to see Barcelona,
good morning, Ankara Jaba.
If you want to see Barcelona, you have to go to the UEFA Europa Cup. That is where you see the likes of Barcelona, BVB, even Borussia Dortmund with Erling Haaland whatsoever. They still couldn't make it to the next stage. They were playing in a group with Ajax Amsterdam and then Sporting CP. Borussia Dortmund couldn't make it, so they have also fallen down the pecking order. They are going to join their colleagues in Europa. So this season, there is a bit of excitement at the Europa Cup. Because you see Barcelona there, you see Borussia Dortmund there, Leicester City is still there, West Ham is there, Villarreal, the champion. Okay, Villarreal has made it to the next stage. Sevilla is there. So
the owners of
of the Europa, they are there. Sevilla is there. Sevilla is there. But unfortunately, the coach who used them for that magic is still at Villarreal. So we shall see what happens. So on Tuesday, wonderful games of football were played, and then after the group stages of the Champions League, these were the teams that made it to the next stage of the competition. Manchester City in Group A qualified with PSG. So Manchester City topped the group. PSG was second. And then they made it through to the next stage of the competition. Group B, Liverpool. We never walk alone. Mo Salah's Liverpool. They made it to the next stage.
The greatest After Kotoko, that's the greatest football club in the world.
In the world?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's your opinion and you are entitled to that. So Liverpool made it.
Facts are not opinion.
So Liverpool is greater than Real Madrid. Liverpool is greater than Real Madrid. You are talking about facts. Liverpool is greater than Real Madrid.
Why do you want me to repeat myself? After Kotoko, Liverpool is next.
Okay.
And you put some few steps in there.
That's why I said you are entitled to your opinion. Because if we are talking about facts,
carry on.
Liverpool. I keep my comment.
To yourself.
So Liverpool made it to the next stage of the Champions League alongside ATM Atletico Madrid. That wonderful display at Portugal against FC Porto. That night was very crazy. It was very crazy. But they managed to make it through to the next stage of the competition. And then Group C is Ajax Amsterdam. Mohamed Kudus, Ajax Amsterdam. You know Ghana's Mohamed Kudus. That's where he played. Ajax Amsterdam have also made it to the next stage together with Sporting CP. Real Madrid, the owners of the game, quote and unquote, the owners of the game. They have made it to the next stage of the competition together with Inter Milan. So we are talking facts. So Bayern Munich, the Bavarians also.
You see Bayern.
Why are you interrupting?
No. You see Bayern recent dominance over Barcelona.
Yeah,
that's how I feel anytime you mention Bayern. Liverpool has dominated Bayern for a while now.
Liverpool.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see what happened. Okay, unfortunately, I'll take you through.
I pray we draw.
Don't worry. No. You can't play Bayern because I'll take you through the dynamics.
You can't even play Bayern.
No. What I'm saying is that
who is going to Thomas Muller for 90 minutes? Who is going to handle Lewandowski?
Okay.
Who will handle Leroy Sané?
No, you want to
Who
talk
will
about
handle Alphonso Davies? Please, don't bring those kind of arguments. You can't.
This is how he was behaving.
This is 90 minutes
Liverpool
game.
went to Bayern. Guess what happened? 3.
That time did we have Alphonso Davies?
All right, so don't worry. I'll take us to the dynamics of the draw. Okay, I'll take us to the dynamics.
2
of the
by 4
draw. For the
defenders.
round of 16, it will be impossible. It is impossible for the two to meet. So I'll take us to the dynamics of the draw of the round of 16.
Quarterfinal.
Well, that is if you make it to the next.
When we
Right,
walk over.
so let's see what happened. And then Group E, Bayern Munich, the Bavarians qualified together with Benfica, and then we have Manchester United. Ralph Ragnick's Manchester United qualified together with Villarreal. And then Group G, Lille and Salzburg. So that group was made of equals. Lille, Salzburg, we have Sevilla, and then the other one, I think it was very controversial. And we have the last group is Juventus qualified against the Blues. The Blues. They've qualified together with Chelsea, the Blues. So you see, the seeded teams are Manchester City, Liverpool, Ajax Amsterdam, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Lille, and Juventus. All right, so I'm taking us through the possibilities, God willing, tomorrow at exactly 6 a.m. ET, approximately 11 a.m. GMT. That is when the draw is going to be held for the next stage of the competition. That is the round of 16. Round of 16. And then I want us to note this. There is change in the rules of the game as far as the Champions League is concerned. So this season, if you are watching the Champions League and it comes to the away goal ratio, you have to be careful. There is no away goal power this season. So if you go to, for example, Bayern playing against Chelsea, and Bayern comes to Chelsea, and then Chelsea beat them 1-0. And then Chelsea goes to Bayern. Okay, they played 1-1, right? Chelsea goes to Bayern, and it is 0-0. You see, ideally, Chelsea would have made it to the next stage of the Bayern would have made it to the next stage for the away goal. Right. But this time around, it is 1-1. You play the extra time, and then eventually decide by the penalty shootout. That is the new rule. That is the new rule. So I think it's going to be more competitive this time around. If you lose at home, you have the vim that you go away and then go and win.
There's no home.
There is no home and away goal. Okay. So it's going to be very competitive. All right, so these are the rules. So note, teams cannot be drawn against another side from the same national federation. So in England, Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Liverpool can never play. As far as the round of 16 is concerned, they can't play each other. In Spain, Real Madrid, Villarreal, and Atletico Madrid cannot play each other. Okay. I think in Germany, only Bayern Munich made it to the next stage.
That league is only Bayern, so carry on.
All right, and then, and then in
team. So league bring your team.
And in Italy,
and let's see if your defenders can survive.
We have Juventus. Yeah, only Juventus made it in Italy. Yeah, they are playing.
No, Inter made it.
Juventus and Inter cannot play. Yeah, Juventus and Inter cannot play. So that is so we shall go into the dynamics. So that is it. So if you are from the same national federation, you cannot locally, like Kotoko and Haas, go into Africa.
But international man, Sadio way, group stage, I don't know. Yes, I'm queer. You don't play on Balotunian. I don't know what Liverpool.
No. Group stage or group stage.
Group stage. More the same country. More go the same group.
Yeah, but
so why are we continuing like that? The change is from their base.
That is what they think. So that is what they think. So from after the round of 16, now you can meet wherever you meet. Okay. Yes, and then you could see that the English teams dominate. We have 4 English reps there. 4 English reps there. All right, so that is it. And then so the next one, teams cannot meet opponents they played with from the same group. Okay. So Chelsea cannot meet Juve, Man City cannot play PSG again, Ajax cannot play Sporting CP, Real Madrid won't play Inter Milan. So that's how it's very clear.
Okay. But Liverpool can play PSG.
Okay, I would. Liverpool can play PSG.
Oh, okay.
Because PSG is not seeded. They were second in
Mbappe.
They were second. So we shall go into that one too. And then away goal will not be used to decide this time around. There is no away goal.
I think you made that point.
Away goal. And then the last one, if there is a tie, a 2 halves extra time will be played after 90 minutes and eventually penalty shootout. All right. And then this is so in the group we have these teams as the seeded teams. Manchester City, Liverpool, Ajax, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Man U, Lille, and Juventus.
Did you say Man U?
Yeah, Man U will top their group. Yeah. Amazingly, Manchester United topped their group. Amazing.
Probably shocking.
Manchester United topped
but
their
the
group.
goat is there.
All right, so now, after having said this, we are now going to see the possible outcomes of a team to meet the other team. Okay, so Manchester City can only meet Atletico Madrid, Sporting CP of Portugal, Inter Milan, Benfica, Villarreal, and RB Salzburg. Okay. These are the teams Manchester City. So for the Manchester City fans, these are the teams you are likely to meet. I don't think you want to meet Atletico Madrid. Well, but Sporting, Inter, I think all of these are even manageable for Manchester City. All these teams. Liverpool is likely to meet PSG, Lionel Messi's PSG, Kylian Mbappe's PSG.
Neymar.
I didn't really like it. He retrogresses the team. Well, Neymar's PSG, Sporting, Inter Milan, Benfica, Villarreal, and Salzburg. And then Ajax is likely to meet PSG, ATM, Inter Milan, Benfica, Salzburg, and Chelsea. Now, to the Real Madrid fans, you are likely to meet PSG, Sporting, Benfica, Salzburg, and Chelsea. Wow. There could be a repeat of the last time's quarterfinals. Or semi-finals, yeah? Chelsea and Real Madrid. There could be a repeat. Well, I think this time around, Real Madrid has a good team. I wouldn't say a better team, but I can say a better team than before. But has a good team, yeah. And then Bayern Munich, the Bavarians are likely to meet PSG, Atletico Madrid, Sporting CP, Inter, Villarreal, Salzburg, and Chelsea.
Good.
And Chelsea. So we could witness a match. In fact, we can witness beautiful pairings.
I prefer Bayern and Chelsea.
That would be a great
I know where
game.
you're coming from.
That would be a
as
great
a
game. We
Liverpool
will just
fan,
boot them out.
as a Liverpool fan, and then Liverpool and Bayern. Yeah, you just
so when we finish Chelsea, we move to Liverpool.
Liverpool and Chelsea out. Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, that's the dynamics. And then let's see Manchester United, for Man U fans, I know you are listening, you are watching. This is the team these are the teams you are likely to meet. PSG, ATM, the first, Sporting, Inter, Benfica, and then Salzburg. I think the first four could be very deadly. Well, but Manchester United, let's see what the new coach will do. They still have the said goat in the team, so it will be fine.
My brother Maswell, so are there any league matches going on in Ghana today?
Yeah, there's lots of
so let's run through them real quick and then.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah, because
all right.
of the time. Okay.
For the time factor, let's see what is happening in our league. I think yesterday a game was played yesterday already. Yeah, the informed Adriana Stars.
Okay.
Yesterday beat Olympiato Sumui, Agbozoe, Rosalinda, Lotto, Chalewate, Oli Shet, Oli Dross, Oli Yeke, Oli Acheke, Oli Gobe. Unfortunately, yesterday they lost to Ediana Stars, the informed Ediana Stars.
Who scored for Diana?
The goal was scored by Brighter J.
Okay.
At fourth minute, in the fourth minute, Brighter J scored the goal for Ediana Stars. Ediana Stars. You know, ever since Adriana lost to Kim Faisal at the Adimambolu Sports Stadium, they have never
lost again,
and they have picked up from there.
Okay.
No wonder Kim Faisal. I think now Adriana are on top of the league because Kim Faisal is here to play today. Okay. Adriana is on top of the league. Kim Faisal and Kotoko. I think Kotoko's game has been postponed, so we shall see what happens. So wonderful, and then today wonderful games of football.
All right. So let's hear the fixtures.
Okay. Already some of the games have started. We'll be bringing them updates as and when the game proceeds. BBN Gold Stars are playing Bichim United. Currently, they have played 4 minutes and it's 0-0. And then we have Kotoko and House of Folk has been postponed here. It's been postponed. Yeah, I know some teams are lucky. Yeah. All right. Karela United and Accra Lions are playing. It's 0-0, 5 minutes into the game. Kim Faisal, the sensational Kim Faisal babies, yes. The wonderful display Kim Faisal babies. Yes. Ever do Kim Faisal babies. Everybody saw it last week. Yes. All right, they made it. And then now they are playing against Elmina Sharks at the same stadium, Kumasi Sports Stadium. Yeah. And then Legon Cities FC are playing against Brekum Chelsea. And then RTU and Real Tamale United, Real Tamale United and the Mediama SC is yet to be played. So, but I think they will play today. And then Wafa and Ashanti Gold have played 6 minutes already. So these are the games that are coming on today. And then last night there was a boxing bout. I want us to talk about this.
I mean, it's just the crestfallen. He keeps, any time that he loses, I'm disappointed my nation, I've left my nation. He keeps.
I have the quote here.
I think he's not really ready for the big stage. This is a third big opportunity that has slipped through his fingers.
The fourth time he has lost. Actually,
this is I don't know what.
You should not be crying like the American athletes. For the American athletes, anytime they lose, they say they have what do you call it? Mental illness. Mental health.
He
they
has
have
nothing
problem
to
with
say.
Mental health.
It wasn't a close bout.
That is what
it wasn't a close bout.
It wasn't a close bout.
That is what the American athletes
dominated
do.
By the time he was so tired.
Yeah. He was, I don't know. His
Because I always have
was
this
you
thing
wasn't
against.
Yeah.
I always have this thing against the American athletes. Anytime they lose, mental health. But the teams you were beating, or the players you were beating, or your opponents, were they not suffering from mental health when you beat them?
Well,
so I think he's also suffering from mental health. And then finally, he has apologized for the nation. So this was what happened.
He shouldn't apologize.
Lomachenko, I think he's a Ukrainian, because when you hear that like Shevchenko and stuff, he beats Richard Comey. Actually, on the 7th round, he knocked him down.
He dropped him.
Yeah.
He knocked Richard Comey down. And then he came back, he was resuscitated, and then he continued. And he was able to make it to the all of the 12 rounds.
My brother, just be careful with your terminology. What do you mean resuscitated? You only resuscitate a comatose.
He resuscitated.
Unresponsive. He knocked him down. He got up.
No, Kobe came back.
He was resuscitated and he came back.
He was out of the game at the 10th round. Man.
And then that was what happened. And then at the end of the game, I think all the judges ruled in favor of Lomachenko.
It was just unanimous.
So 117, 110, 119, 108. So I fight for my country. I fight for my people. I let them down, but I will bounce back strongly.
Those are beautiful, encouraging words. Yeah. I mean, we don't do this to mock him. We're not mocking him.
We want him to live the words. Live the words.
I mean, I think he's doing his best. But you see, I watched the fight, and this is what I saw. I think he lacks the basics. He banks too much on power, no skill. See, the guy just outbacks him.
Is it? I think then
he couldn't find Lomo. Lomo was too elusive. He couldn't find him. He was just throwing his hands. He wasn't even hitting the guy.
So I think
it was just embarrassing.
He didn't learn something from what the Bronx Bomber and then
he is beyond the age where he can learn
Tyson Fury. The Bronx.
At this point, he cannot learn anything else. But he's old. Yeah. So they are dead set in his ways. That's it.
So the problem is just like Deontay Wilder does. Deontay Wilder wants like the right hand.
It's not going to happen.
And that is it. But you need to set the right hand up with your left hand.
It's not going to happen.
So you need to throw the jabs. So if the jabs are not going, how will the person days off for you to get him if they're right?
It's not going to happen.
So it's not going to happen.
Thank you, Brother Maswell. Finally. Thank you. This is a new dimension to our Kotoko Hour, and we hope to keep doing this every Sunday. All right. So let me welcome Uncle Ejaba and then Latif. Uncle Ejaba will be doing a lot of talking today because yesterday was the 38th year anniversary of our second CAF Champions League trophy, the 1983 trophy. I have the highlights here, so we will watch it and then you speak to it. I also have the 1970. So today it's all yours because I think after you are probably the oldest guy.
I'm also happy to hear what you told Matthew. That was not both for him to be born. His team was born in 1911.
Okay.
And we came to show them how to win African Cup.
Okay.
Latif. Now you get a companion here. Master, what
I've never said
I in public say, "Oh, you're hustling."
No, there are some house fans who are
always
behind the scenes and they're all chucking Kotoko, not portraying their Phobian stints. Well, we will expose them all.
Mas, be proud of your club.
Okay, so I want to say this. How shameful is it for you to be crowned the 8th best team in the world?
Who crowned you? Who? Please, who crowned you?
BBC.
BBC?
How shameful is it for you to win the maiden edition of a Confederation Cup?
Missy,
that
who
was held in
crowned
the
you?
continent?
Answer that. Answer what was
No, I'm
who
just asking
you?
some questions. No, you said it is coming.
Uncle Ajaba,
How shameful is it for you to win it from your rival?
I can off your mic from you. Good morning, Uncle Ajaba. Good morning, the late Latif.
Good morning.
Uncle Ajaba. So like I said, yesterday was our 38th anniversary, and then so let's watch the highlights. When we went to Egypt.
Yeah, that's.
I'm straining my eyes to
you can squint. Whatever that you want to do, it's your own business. So, Uncle, what happened there this day?
Actually, this game.
Do you remember the lineup?
No, not fully.
No, fully.
And this is a game that we played in Cairo. And then there was no scoreline. They were a year before. And we're happy to meet them.
Okay.
So they were assuming that this team compared to the team, this
Joseph Carr was NSAPO. Mayele, the coach. Setan Pedu.
Okay.
And they changed him. Papa Akon. Soccer Bob Man. John Bannerman.
Okay.
Yes. Yaya Kassim.
Butcher.
Yes. Ebo Mens. Celebrated Ebo Mens. Opokunti.
Okay.
Yes. And Isaac Afeni. These are the 11 who's first. Reserves, coach Abdul Karim Zito.
Okay.
Ahmed Roxy. Ejaba Enika. Francis Adjuma.
Okay.
Akwete Queen. And Ezra.
Jotes.
Goalkeeper. Our coach was Ibrahim Sanders with Malik Jabir as his team.
Okay. So let me announce this. Our main Facebook handle is down. Our main ADINKRA Facebook handle is down. So we're using another ADINKRA handle. I mean, a lot of people are not aware of this. But our main Facebook handle is down. So if you can search ADINKRA Radio New York, you should see the two handles. Pick the one that says friend beneath the ADINKRA radio. That's where we're streaming. Our main Facebook handle is that. All right, thank you. Carry on.
He's down with us.
The line.
So, what will happen was he played very well at this match. He gave us so much motivation that we've come up situation that we can win the championship. We played 0-0 over there. And then when they came back to Kumasi 2 weeks after, then they beat them 1-0.
Okay.
And that match, the one that we beat them 1-0, you won't believe it. And the goal that was scored by, I mean, we spoke about that game, right. And that's the goal over here because we interviewed people. That goal was the making of John Banner. Yeah, John Banner at the right wing. Dribble the left wing. And then get to he and the goalkeeper. Instead of being selfish, he passed the ball to who has to stretch to tap the ball in. I mean, it was unbelievable. Right. That was unbelievable. But Kotoko team at that time was basically not by a particular player, but it was a teamwork. Okay. Our midfield was surprisingly filled with Yakasun, Opokunti, and there was another Papa Akon Bimali. Yeah, I mean, these three are the midfield.
Papa Akon was very good.
Oh, Papa Akon was very good. And he was like attacking midfielder. So Yakasun would fall back.
Bowmans was the number 7?
No, Bowmans was 9, striker. And he was also attack. I mean, he and Bowmans actually played 9 as if he's kind of a defender too. So if you are center half back playing against Bowmans, trust me, you are not going to get easy.
Okay.
If there's an area ball, the guy got height. He's going to compete with you up there.
That's a Bowmans.
Okay. And if the ball is on the ground, he's very, very fast. So a Bowmans had 9 position. Trust me.
That's a quintessential striker.
That's a striker.
You're powerful.
Yeah, and you cannot. Some strikers are always looking for the ball to. Right. But this is a guy who struggles for the ball.
Okay.
And when you get a ball, you are in trouble.
Okay.
But he was supported by Yayakasun, Opokunti. These two people at 8 and 10 were very supportive. So at the time, you cannot actually highlight a particular player to be the best out of the best. Yes, Opokunti came up on top.
It was a good team.
Yeah, it was a good team. It was a good team. It was the teamwork that they do. They were strong, very united, and they do understand. And the interesting thing was that the officials of the team, the coach and the team manager, has in their playing days have won the championship.
Talk of that. Let me show you highlights of that game to 1970. So you probably will have something to say about that game too.
Yes.
Kotoko versus TP Engelbert. All the way Congo Kinshasa.
And Master was not born.
No.
You see, so today we are going down the history lane.
So for the first time, you see goalkeeper Robert Mensah.
Robert Mensah.
Yes.
Chairman, Adebakwa Fewo Hasson say out of this lineup, 4 celebrated coaches. In Ghana.
Go ahead. Maybe
Joka.
Okay.
Kwesi Apia.
Okay.
Karim Zito.
Okay.
Bowmans.
Okay.
Celebrated coaches.
And Zito is a national team coach.
Yes.
Kwesi Apia.
The first Joka has been the team manager of Kotoko, goalkeepers trainer, Black Star. Until Bowmans so the union name say wa ba ako as coach. Say crimes or Krumhan. Ana ejaba Akwete Kwe. Onona yanene kasa.
Washington.
Oh, okay.
Before that finals, Jotes was the top player in Kotoko. I mean, when you just walk into the stadium, you remember the days of Joe Debra, where the whole stadium was just, Joe, that was Joe Test. Okay. When you get into the stadium, the whole stadium will erupt.
So showing us the highlights of the 1970 CAF Champions League final, TP Engelbert versus Kumasi Asante Kotoko, far away Congo, Kinshasa.
Robert Mensah.
Goalkeeper number 1.
Man. And this match,
listen, you won't get this video footage anywhere except Kotoko Hour. Nowhere would you find this footage.
And one thing I also want to talk about this Kotoko winning this African Club Championship was wow.
Memories. Memories. You know, you need this now. You need this now.
You know what?
You need this now.
Your godfather.
Yeah.
Upon.
Yeah. Downstairs.
Watch. Just pay attention. He was a pillar.
Yeah.
He was a rock.
See, this is the only period of time whereby Ghanaians felt that they can also conquer the.
That's him. That's right.
Ghana can conquer all the other teams because in terms of continental country national level, yes, Ghana was good.
At the international level.
At the national level in terms of Black Stars.
Right.
Because what happened was that Nkrumah formed this team of Republicans where he selected all the top players. So with a few others from other teams, they make the bulk of the Black Stars. And they were going to Africa and doing wonderful. But when it came to club level, we were nowhere.
But actually, it's very good that you bring up this point about Nkrumah forming the real Republicans. See, that module, that Nkrumah's module, right, it's now being implemented by Germany and Spain, where the core of the German and Spain national team either plays for Bayern or Barcelona. Yeah. So I'm thinking that plays important part in Ghana winning the African Cup in 63 and 65. Because when you have a core of the national team playing for one team, I mean, at the end of the day, you have about 7 players coming from one team. So the chemistry.
The chemistry.
Everything is already there. So you have only 2-3 players joining them.
And to support your arguments, Black Stars won in Libya with the majority of the players coming from Kotoko.
There you go.
1978, when the Black Stars won the African Club Championship in Ghana, African Cup Championship, Cup of Nations in Ghana, Accra. Yeah, majority of the players were put together, sent to Brazil, back to a champion. So they played together for almost like a year. So they were like a club. Soccer is a teamwork,
right?
Not individual game.
No.
And if you look at Kotoko, winning 83 and losing 82, 83 team weren't better than 82 players. But the 83 won because of continuity. They were together.
Right.
See, so soccer is always, you have to rely on teamwork.
Teamwork, right.
So Nkrumah's idea was good, but in these days, it's so difficult to implement that kind of strategy.
But you see, Germany is still doing it.
Yeah, they are still doing it because, you know what, in capitalist sense, Bayern and Barcelona have the money to buy those players. Right now, if Kotoko could assemble all the best players in Ghana, we could do the same thing because for Sims did that in 1979 for Kotoko.
Okay.
And that's why Kotoko came into...
The chairman can attempt by the FA to develop their own football. They can sit with the clubs also. Na enye masom nti omu nye wo ha, but on say Leroy Sani senye se Bayern kofa no in the interest of Germany and can carry her in there. Who say omu kof omani abre akwa ba ko no bo Chelsea no so Kai Havertz, because the moment he comes to Germany he will be a super star. They will know how to manage him better than Ote Chelsea.
The same thing with that guy Gnabry.
Yes, Serge Gnabry nkonye footballer. So what Arsenal nkonye footballer, but also move out of Arsenal, he became a hit.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the interest of Ghana has never been at stake.
No.
Until say no side discussion, I'm gonna tough because omo handle no is their pockets. They think about the issue controversy over who becomes Black Star Management Committee chairman. And no cry and talk because people determine who should be called. So see players here are free. Monies are changing hands. You can't one way not to be say no cry story. And so a reality. Because obi ko bi keke no wakotena nchen na Ghana o ye me no ye tie tax ni amano $10,000 every yine per dia ma hodo obeji no nti ye mfa ne nkono ngo omobi o nyese okomobi o then onyinya ses ka nyina ye nka momra no onya no be $100,000 me na me de ko ye no me de wom 60,000 wo akotena odidi ye no wo de 40. This has become just a business for some private boys and girls be a omu ye. Tiama uko sa back na. Say me na ma me focus what clubs is. Because club there. To say the papa team Mediama are using Mediama model. Oh boy no your captain no. He holds 2 degrees so. Say see a general manager better on the boy applied wrote a letter or your captain of Mediama and he applied. BBB Kwe. He applied, he won the role. He's now the general manager of Mediama and double as a captain. And he is now deputizing for Samuel Sekufo as PFA
president. That is the captain of Mediama. Yeah.
And the football now you can say a pro atete we holding you know say one individual be there choosing on say obey use German model now can because we learn say omu no obo baller. Osan coach no. And yes, a footballer, and say, me bought German national team. Omuko, yes, I tell you, Omu coaching. Omu coaches in United ex footballers. Until me tea a club, then I'm to say, hey, so I also know about FC Colo. So, say 2 years or so,
Ghana legend, Tony Abua, Tony Abua boy.
So, share Otoado, and I'm so about Dortmund, who's where you coach. And Tihono, o carry an animus ba hano, Maka said, the air can I have any sense about individual be, I know what aqua. O de share problems are Ghana crano, so when you are crack a crano, you are disadvantaged 70%.
That one.
When you are crack a crano, you are disadvantaged. But the guy sits in Takwa, about how many years he's be able to write even online diploma in sports management too. A American certification.
Can you tie this in with the election of Samuel Eto'o?
No be na boy no. From ede ko honum no. Ba ye beda Cameroon for us. There Ivory Coast was omu ya. Omu anye no. I don't know Cameroon for there. Omu nim there. No be na media di say aban person ka wo ye by getting Samekufo there as the Black Star Management Committee chair because his pedigree and a personality alone. You can't compare with any FA member.
No.
But FSA
is exposure.
A woman private business. They announce that Samekufo so yen name the entire Kotoko Hour won't mean because he will not go to any human being.
Exactly.
Because so when you pejadru level be but
the thing with see this where I have problem. With Osekofo's stature in global football, talk of sponsorship, talk of great, incredible partnership agreement. Yes, Kofo can bring on board.
What Asante Kotoko has lost by failing to announce Kofo as our chairman that period. Sabina says a blaster and so. Who said BBH FIFA recommended Kofo on the then committee no. Papa Dr. Kofi Amwaye chairman. FIFA recommended him to be on because FIFA is always using ex-players. Because football is about players.
Bayern
there is no manager in Bayern on your ex-footballer.
Manchester
is trying. They are trying. Barcelona were model.
Yeah.
Liverpool says here, young fan says, a coach you away free.
Talking about that, Anna, the concept of the whole nation. Just like Germany, nationalizing a strategy of playing soccer. They from coast level, they play one way.
Nationalized.
It's nationalized. And at every level, no, you go through the same system, and then the players go through schools and education. You know, these players, no, they are educated in sports. Ideally, they will be capable of handling the national side or the club, you know. But when it comes to Ghana, a multi-factor system, everybody play their own way. We can align more to Brazil soccer, whereas I say we are intrigued by the way the Italians play their soccer and win. It will be about
power and strength.
Yeah, in that sense, you know, when it comes, and most of the players do not even have the education to do this kind of certificated exams, because this time, as I'm being a coach, you know, you don't just get up to be a coach.
But since you're the better number 2 woman, so because Chipsa has done it. And media Magai, yes, that's what we are preventing you play and also up your game. Say, boy, yeah, Wababo Kotoko. Udia, so 18 years. So you're 18-year-old boy. When your opportunity, you are contracted, dear man, or was secure enough to take up courses. Isaac upon. Now I'm not choosing to say no. Media interested in anything. How do you end up becoming a coach? So I time and restrictions and challenges are now on the next Isaac upon. But Kosiapia still decided to up his game to the extent of going to sit in the United Kingdom to school. To prepare himself for the level of the highest position far blaster. And to almost say, SS4 and now one could be anywhere, be meaning boys be bria, or mutinefie, a crater, and I was in the eye and ultimate future. And now online programs now are booming that are not online be anyhow.
Yeah. So all what I'm trying to say is German federation or more resourceful players not for coaching and that kind of things. The players themselves are capable already.
And you know, I think sir, we need to get a national policy. A national policy young kola no befem. Into no banning now we know say
FIFA the no template and nothing no more $8 million say who develop this number of pitches.
Oh, FIFA no, FIFA one more policy. I'm talking about young Ankasa. Do we have a national policy as a country?
No, national policy is how to develop football. And on your nation, FIFA template, no Germany, the American say, Omuna tweaky, Omu, say, I said the Mula interview, say, we are not taught to dribble. Say, Germany, for them, they don't dribble.
Good.
Look for your mate and
so say a template. Exactly. You template, you know. But how you execute it?
They are not ready.
Wow,
that's right.
Nancy, I made the article be by. Me hear me stage and me will say the best, even who got Ashanti region, the best players in Ashanti region do not play the Ghana league. They are not playing. Say your individuals are on my bar or more for players, you know, or Matia Academy or more into Kotoko players in Bokotoko, but Obeko Academy be more players in the body, Kotoko players in the mobile. But more the attitude or more about straight into 16-17 or bar. Obama Corona, he has the right to naturalize. Into be now I naturalize it. Corona, one naturalizer man. It means that player wasn't good enough. Not Ghana fan. So if we have, even though FIFA has given us their, if we have a national policy, Yeshon Kolano, we can even scouting system is a problem. What's your crazy baby? Now omo bobo. You know who say sir reefs no maya akwano obo free kick na akotom and I say anade we na akwano obo free kick man onya bo obeyade odini buy within 2 weeks abrofo no be share na say this is a good player say akwano ewo UK obo say the same thing sir afina Jana world AS Roma say no bobo wenchi park ye throw wenchi park na akwano bobo so we don't nurture players from there. But the scouts saw he was not even the player they went for. Omo Korean omo access omo player. Players are omo born. They spotted him and then omudi no on the business require fast papa AS Roma. So we have problem with our system. We need to get a national policy a best share ama enkolano or upbringing or transition. Even under 20, under 17, boy, how to transit them to 20 is a problem.
Maso, I don't think it's a problem. I think it's deliberate.
Okay.
And your policy
I think it's deliberate because I'm listening to you talk about a finance issue and everything. Yes, of course they won't go there for Afina. They'll probably go there for some big man's player. Afina was just by the way.
Now would they even visit Wenchi?
Huh?
Wenchi is not part of their business. What do they?
They will organize their own boys. Actually, I was a coach player. I remember when Feyenoord. The final academy. But then I think I was we were from 14 joining 17, so we were not they're under 10 players. The day that these foreign guys will come around, the coach has special players that will play.
Oh,
yeah, they have special players that will play. It's not everybody that will even get a chance to. There's every player that will get a chance to even exhibit their. No.
Wow.
No. Even training games, you won't play. Can't say that for. Bro, yeah, but it's not bad. Yeah, you won't click. You be one before.
Chairman, me read this story in Ghana to build 3-star hotel with World Cup's cash. This story was done in 2010. Akuya Senada Nsua and the Cancer Assembly. She was the Minister of Youth and Sports. Mameno. Oba Besia one will try a santrokesi. Said Ghana to build 3-star hotel with World Cup's cash. Because we got over $12 million. Because of baby I Koduru.
Yeah, quarterfinal.
Says can busa who say way. Any baby and so what can same way my men that's what we are say obie musa no obie to me musa question bia. So whatever we are doing is deliberate. Policies in a template in the FIFA now your chairman all association you will be Cote d'Ivoire develop 32 pitches from the FIFA cash.
You see their new striker.
So
the guy
I say competition in the CAF Champions League is no more lucrative because if they do the final wafa kind of things, it's more Kotoko simja nye mes room. Say Asek is like mechanic say oni Kotoko ntem to say Kotoko ne ebia Manchester. Facilities. Because I know who say FNA. In the club you are also forced to so be wo. And the more you sell players, the more you get millions of euros. So you are able to grow.
See,
ASEC
is doing this at the club level. ASEC is doing this at the club level. Eba e Ghana na. Bako 4% player no ko fana ba no kra no. And also your no dia. They are always thinking of onward transfer. Maintain your money.
Dr. Keke Sapon says so nim coach here. Minim hwe. Ye nyina football ye hwebo. Ye Kotoko supporters. Ye betra ye Kotoko awaba ye de abrante bi man Kotoko Jesse. Adomako. E nyina ka say onye Kotoko material. Ye boa na. So masom no said the man say can I don't let me allow Adomako man team be share Kotoko Jesse at the expense of quality players be omonenam sabu zongo ni aboabo ne
Amakom division Sunday special obo e buna pamono
Sakin versus striker Zubero Kotoko kwa kisanga Kotoko na onno Kotoko
ni kwa ko Kotoko
why
offer the late Latif Emrem Keke. Good morning, Alaji.
I know they were happy.
The late Latif. One young Munipano. The role model, no. We Jan Hoya Yaya. You can to say the ama from time to time dana okay yawo ntesa unya yako no sa osa wo sika no sunti na ya na bibia
Friends, good day to everyone. Let's start it from a friend saying 83 anniversary, 38th anniversary for I hope St. Carlos had the maiden edition also of Confederation also anniversary. And so I remind you. Balance view. And on that 83, I came across a story about Robert Mensah's demise, unfortunate demise,
And that's 1970.
I learned a lot of things went behind the scene. Spiritually, blah blah blah, and it was like he was sacrificed in one way or the other.
Oh my what God. You mean? My brother, don't do that.
This is radio.
This is radio.
The guy was
stuck. Relax.
Katanjis don't talk like that.
No, I know. I'm not just saying for me saying sick. It was from the captain's point of view.
Which captain?
Ibrahim
Sunday.
Not Ibrahim Sunday, rather. Not the captain, rather. CK
Jemfi.
The coach.
Jemfi was the coach.
Celebrated coach.
No, not the CK.
Please, who named the Amen?
Relax.
It's a big guy, I know.
That's
I'll get you.
The man who work on the ball.
Guy, most often.
Who's the number
10? Mark Jabel.
Guy, most often.
No, Mark Jabel was number 11.
11. Oh, okay.
A friend. He was their playmate.
That's didn't play this match.
Nah, he made mention. Say a lot.
When Orlando play 11.
Then Kotoko had struggled winning against Dwarfs, and there was this game and other stuff. So the then Asante Hene, there's that tape. The then Asante Hene invited the Sumankwa Hene to look deep into what is happening.
My brother, where are you getting all this from?
This is serious stuff. I'm not just speculating. It's online. It's Sadiq Obama.
No. He has no authority on these things. These are
things.
All right, go carry on. But let me
What I want you to understand is there was concern about he having extra powers related to the hat or the cap that he was wearing. So this former Kotoko player, who was then a playmate, said a lot went in.
Goalkeeper number 1.
A lot went in.
But he had the hat. That was Dwarfs. Let
him finish because the fact is speculations are too rife. Well, before I came to America, I saw this player called Michael Jordan having a free throw with the eyes closed, and he made it. Ghanaians were attributed to Juju, but it's all about training.
Yeah,
it's all about training. This guy has a physique over 6 feet. Robert Mensah.
He looks like the
6'5". He has a reach. Unbelievable reach. As a goalkeeper,
look at him. He looks
when he's
like 6'5".
When he stand up on in the pose, yeah,
he's like the he was like the Mendy type. You see, Mendy and then those.
And then what happened was that Kotoko came to Europe for training matches in London, and they came down to Ghana. Their first match was against Dwarfs. Dwarfs beat us 5-0. The guy was in the post with all the distance. Kotoko, how they were, Oseko and others were playing to equalize. No way. The guy, he was able to. This is a guy who can dive to take a ball off your leg.
Yeah.
He's tall. And he believes in his strength. So what happened was, Kotoko thought that, no, we need this goalkeeper. And they went for him. They paid 500.
Sorry for Chibu.
That was Sekofi. What's Sekofi?
Yeah,
Reverend Sekofi.
In this interview, this man is still alive.
Yeah, he's alive.
So in this interview, I suggest we all get a chance.
Yeah, I think it's from Sports, but I watched this.
Yeah. So in this interview,
I think it was all
speculation.
It's all speculations.
They said
he's saying relax. Yeah. He's saying he was in this very interview. What all that he was trying to say is, had he not delayed in returning from Germany for a surgery or whatever, he might have even that tragic incident. You know, he might have even be a victim. Relax.
No. Let me tell you.
When you accident,
Osekofi making that kind of statements. At the time, Osekofi was even a top Kotoko player. Osekofi 60s, he was very, very good. Then he got hurt, went to Europe, came back. Yasam was playing his role. In this match, there was this guy. Yasam played 8. The 7 was Sule. They had about 3. Atia Frafra was playing 7. Sule was playing 7. They were top players. But so if he has aunties, had the fans a reaction to his aunties. But when it came to a 7 playing, Atia and Sule, they were the best. So when Osekofi came, they pushed all these players back to the bench, brought Osekofi up, and then Osekofi was not putting in the effort. So there's a player called Alberto Suman at the age of 17, joined Kotoko. Alberto Suman put Osekofi to the bench. So Osekofi was a very good player, but at the time that we went for the trophy, he was not in the team.
But
there's an accident that happened off the pitch.
Yeah.
An accident that happened off the pitch. So to attribute to this kind of chat, I mean, look here. Let's assume we have all the fetish priests, all the juju people, all the voodoo people, assemble Ghana basketball players. Will we be able to beat any of the American NBA teams? Juju don't play soccer. It doesn't do nothing.
Kahas are champions of Africa.
You see, because the fact is,
operations
it's a way for some people to pocket their money. Master, when I come here, I have to. When you want to audit me, everything I have to account for. But operations, what's a means? There's no account for it. What for my pocket.
Young one, I've done this miscellaneous. A sosene anybody.
That is just by the way. Let's on the next subject. The next subject that I want us to look at is the issue of Samuel Eto'o. Is less fit.
Yeah.
That is
good direction.
Being the next FA boss at Cameroon or in Cameroon is a good step in the right direction. Just as my brother mentioned, that was what we were all looking at for Didier Drogba. We need players with that clout to be able to redesign or redefine the game when it comes to administrative wise, because blending their experience in Europe and what they left behind, bringing them together, that will be a good thing. We hope Samuel Eto'o will get all the support. We all know the usual African mindset, pull him down. We hope they will give him the needed support. Because it's like, if you look at the way things are, our politicians have managed to divide us back home on tribal lines, on religious lines, and the next strategy that they've adopted is dividing us through Africans in diaspora and Africans back home. We here, who have also had one or two experiences, anytime we're trying to let our voices be heard back home, it's like we are made to be seen as rebels who are trying to impose. So our brothers back home see us as also threats, even though we are calling for their betterment. So we hope Eto'o will get the support, and all other FAs too will also follow suit, so that the game of football will be well developed in Africa. We know we are doing our best, but the challenges are obvious when it comes to
add up
facilities.
to what you have. I think Eto has a vision, not just Cameroon. He wants to get to Africa, and if possible, to the world stage, FIFA. He has the support base. He has done a lot in world football. He was once second to the world best.
Listen, you don't need to take us through recount Eto's.
Exactly. Eto is arguably the best on the Africa has ever seen, based on his achievements. Based on his achievements.
I don't think he still measures
2 Champions League titles.
Georgia was was in a different.
So I said arguably.
So we hope his stewardship will be one of the finest, and we are appealing to other retired footballers to also try their best and penetrate. We know it's not everyone that is born a leader. A leader is as in trying to also get involved and make a difference. So as it goes, we hope everything will go on successfully for him. And on the issue of Ghana football, we can't discuss it without not making reference to Accra Folk embarrassing performance. We know we are in the trying moment.
It's part
we
of
shall
football.
overcome it.
It's part of football.
One beautiful aspect of it is we shall overcome it. That is why our logo or slogan goes by. We never say that.
We never say that.
Just last season.
Yeah.
This year, we won the treble.
Yeah. So
It's part of.
You see, Master said we. Did you get it?
So
You won the treble.
Associated with the club. Just was it
You won the
we.
treble.
He said we. We are going to replay the tape.
You won the treble.
But
you won
from Hasse's performance, one thing that we all have to look at
If it's so clean.
Ghanaian club's performance in Africa, particularly when we go to North Africa. Of late, it hasn't been good at all. We've seen what Kotoko did in the 70s, 80s, which is obvious. You can't take it away from them. But up to date, when was the last time from the 2000s? I think the last time with our teams, or we did very well, was during the introduction of the CAF Confederation Cup, where we had 2 giant clubs in Ghana representing Ghana and partaking in the finals of the Confederation Cup. That was a big plus to the then FA. We can't take that away from them. But of late, our performance there is very, very embarrassing. I hope all clubs, if they are listening, you can never win African Cup of Nations or African Champions League without playing against the North African side. If we don't have what it takes to beat them, it's more or less like there's no even need to play the local league, because at the end of the day, the local rep should be representing us in Africa. And if we will go and keep not performing as expected, like we've seen in the camp of Accra Sofo, I feel the players should be ashamed of themselves.
Because the goalkeeper.
The players should be ashamed of themselves for displaying this weak performance.
Yeah. But
like we said the other day, once you accept to be a professional player, you should live by that standard.
That's right.
So if after all this embarrassing performance, how will you get a lucrative contract abroad?
So let me add.
These are platforms for you to advertise or showcase what you are capable of doing if given the chance.
It's a two-way thing. Once you said you're a professional player. Once you are a professional institution, you must act as such. Teams are institutions. You are playing a team in North Africa. Look at the time you used to go there. Look at the flight directions.
Yes.
So we have, even when you travel from Ghana to America, when you come, most of us experience jet lags.
Yeah.
So you can't play with jet lag. So it is about preparation. We don't prepare our team. We can't compete with them because listen, it's modernity. Things have changed.
You transit how many? 3 countries?
Things have changed. You don't expect to be getting a different results by doing the same thing over and over again. No.
What we are saying is, we all know is hand in hand. The clubs have to do their part. The players too have to do their part. But let's assume that they went there well prepared, and this is what is happening.
Yeah,
we are here to hear from
Latif,
them. The
Latif,
official report.
I support your argument, but I put more weight to what Marcel was talking about, in the sense that I've seen the Hearts goalie, I've seen his performances, but it was so shocking. Looking at what happened to him with respect to the first goal, it was terrible. My thing is, this goalie will not allow such a ball to go through his legs. Trust me, it boils down to preparedness, tiredness. And when you jet lag, you are not yourself. I've seen people coming to visit us over here for 2 or 3 days. Their sleeping pattern cannot even convert. They find difficulty eating the regular food that they can even eat. So when you take a player to go and play a match, you transit about 3 countries from one African country to another. It's terrible. So transportation could have been part of this kind of performance that they put up. It's terrible. My thing is that as a professional club, you have to be professional. Kotoko had an opportunity to go to a Confederation Cup. We said no, we are not prepared. We didn't go. Yes, and it could have been history. Now people talk about Kofi Annan. What for? Yeah, it's become part of the history. They are saying you have to protect.
Seriously.
They are saying you have to protect. There's a brand that we are building.
Seriously.
We don't destroy our brand like that.
Alaji, not to take your time. Menya has me, but Majuma Meyer has made me relate with the House of Folk the last 2 months. Ama Mayi blame no. Every players no so.
Yeah.
They are the most unprofessional group I have encountered in terms of say one or client daily. The most unprofessional I've encountered. Kotoko, we know say Kotoko there. We were in mediocre box beam. And it's Ghana in general, because even the Jubilee House is run unprofessional. But for say a private entity, who say private institutions being run like Standard Chartered Bank. And yet the difference between Standard Chartered and NIB, no, it is a Ufriha Eko Sri Lanka. Ewa. And so Standard Chartered Ghanaians they go home. NIB Ghanaians, but because a high private entity misbehave, you are pushed out. It's all about excellence. Nothing else. No discussion, nothing. Unim say, I can't because of the contractual and maybe you are not to disclose the name. There is the biggest contract ever in Ghanaian football. It came on the lap of House of Folk. The biggest ever. Because the client came looking for Asante Kotoko. Asante Kotoko has committed to Hisense. They can't. Almost said, yes, give us alternative. Alternative can only be House of Folk. Yeah, we meet House of Folk. Almost say, at least it was Omat is okay too heavy. To say Omat is about 5%. Let's meet them. We met them. People's personal interest outweighs the oldest club's interest. They've now gone for $1 million from NLA just because Kotoko has gone to do their own proposal, pitch for the business, and politically let us give almost some, and they are forced to take. And one person because Ghana straight to House of Folk account. But there are a group of people managing the club today. If saw a fan, it says concert in Yamano. Pepe. Say, who expected so much for a player? It's a joke. Player cannot produce anything because even her first trip on baby Dubai. some kofo be lottery no mu pay not football na mu bo but say football no mu bo a hwe trip na ayi man no true ukọ Wagadugu straight to OGS where do na baby onkom kofa no kofo be personal interest no mu serve that contract value America on $1.7 million for every 12 months for Accra House of Folk. Kotoko for answer Guomuti because they can go and cancel license deal. No, Oma Krona and Nesane NL deal to baby Oma do no. They cannot come for this money. Enye, nti adina beto ho free bonto, but they chose not to. Until some individuals are served some dollars, they won't. They won't. And it's out to another wakoma Ghana Nema. So just I so sad. Meti we personally. Anka meti ma dasho kakra. If House of Folk had worked with my agency, meti ma dasho kakra. You mo say unia me no na me na say ba ho say medibi ana. At least you go papa ye kra. Me hwea no ma more meat. No ma so. No, me support say me no me case ni say Oko Eco Banker. They bank with Has, they bank with Kotoko, bank with MPP, they bank with NDC. Sabina me football no na me supporter. Me say me dem pese Kotoko ne win it MBA. Then post has a cruel lose, so it's not in my interest because my client will not be which sponsor will be sponsoring a losing side.
That's what I'm saying.
So no. And so yeah, do some point to be a what round.
Yeah.
And yes, on TV, yes, sad. Say, ball no be distance of the ball. Any keeper no kwana. Ama pressure na will reduce. Let him foul to.
Exactly.
Na when some video audio na back na what yeah audio no. No to say mechanic say nkrobi na omu bo nye ball ankasa no mu bo. Ti ye supporters ye de hu ko wurem emotionally bebre sa. See at the end, Kotoko, how we mismanage as and Kotoko, man, Sudan for be creating back crab share koi. And can your club no and things are Nina mismanagement, but we're not taking on to the higher level. Because what did they learn from Morocco issue?
That was my problem. You went to work.
Personal gains, no more. So these same people are blaming MPP for Rulu, NDC for Rulio. On says hang of them because they blame Sir Abang, and so the oil and singing.
Politics to design your mom.
The players in the management, no, and your quality. Sana Abang inferior players.
Exactly. Well, I can say, as I was saying earlier on, now I was in line with Latif arguments, but I put it about 40%. But that one is a bigger issue that we all have to address. Standard of Ghana soccer is terribly low now. I mean, how many of the local players will you select to join the national team?
Oh, nice. Goalkeepers.
Look at it. But there was a time in Ghana when you travel outside Ghana, you are no more qualified to play for national team.
Ajabe, the end man you can players quality and reduce you Ghana because all share must work quick. Ball or born Ghana no. So if that boy had any opportunity, Oba said in AC and Bona. Ponti said yes, I'm a Kofokobo, Amano, but Ponti said yes to mo Ebona.
It's player management.
It's all about the people managing the player and the interest. Say, see a boy where that's what Ghana, because he's now the best locally. Because last season we saw what he did. This season, Ononkwaje actually 6 goals.
Yeah.
Aji MVP twice.
Oh, but
MVP no crowd in him first one.
That's
important.
Olympics.
And so that boy will not be called to even sit as part of the 23-man squad to go in to Africa. Your best friend Obiwo, Saudi Arabia, any
Ghana qualified for World Cup, but Obiwo players are better.
Yes,
that's the whole thing. Last year, Awako was so good. You could have used Awako in the Black Stars, but we're not using him. There are so many Ghanaian players.
Say a boy where is being hyped, and yes, we're good, saying you must work well. Friend Emmanuel Ishahaku Fatau because FA president.
The whole Ghana.
Someone who knows. But who is mentioning Maswakwe? Maswakwe is FA Nibian or he's on his own. He's on his own.
And I bought so there. And I can't win buy anything.
I'm on for a deal.
everyone sees.
We have exceptional talents in Ghana. Called we have good
baby,
players.
I can't say, oh dear, what dear, open the Fukran, go to the Zongos. That is where real players are. Go to the Zongos. Because there's a boys now, boy, no, what UK, no, EPL, no, the over France, no. Oh, you know, these are Zongo boys who had opportunity to go. And I heard the Omo
Kamal Dean.
But I didn't say,
but I could be freely betty call. And the next 2 years, betting it in.
And look, I say, you meet to me at this talent pool is there. We have to think about having this sporting field. The pitches all over the place. Because in Sassia, why Bobo
and this one boost a
down also. They are building on this kind of lands. So there will be a time.
Also, 3-star hotel plus 13 pitches going to be built across the country.
Man, we have to have these pitches all over the place.
Wrap up at the action. But Yami next week, you know. Yeah, by then, yes, I can mean Facebook handle. Na your team and because you be show where you be your videos.
Yeah, but I'm saying something called show 71.
I'm hoping you said next week.
That's glorious.
I was a kid and I saw these guys coming from Cameroon, Congo. Now I'm not fear anymore. Now. A copy a show. When it comes to this side, we have to stand players like Oliver Aqua,
right?
The man who walk with the ball. Oh no, Bofrika now, man. Now the brother has some Aqua.
And then they may not be afraid you test, but no moment that was a Nkane and a Casa.
Oh, and last week, yeah, coming from Pogutina say
this one now, yeah. December anniversary, you know. Next week, you main handle now.
Yeah.
So, can me from Pocket Nanka? Yeah.
Next week, you
this time.
Over 10,000 of our viewers every week.
Oh, yeah.
It's next week.
It's those days, yeah, we got this Clifford Odame or him Brenya. Na that upon Penkusi of your son. Charlie, that last week can a shot across. Yeah, your son. Way back in 70s. Or push shot across. Just your mere of being in the 18, you know. Body cry, it goes into the nets.
Wow.
Yeah. Nah, Bukari, gold Mafefe. He would put the ball right behind a. Normally Jabba, Osman Orlando, Osman Okromho.
Yes,
Osman Okromha. Oh, just say now we have this guys. Oh my boy, fair. Now ball na the kokoshe no. Your kokoshe ball, ama ye nije. Not necessarily win you. A time we lose a match. Yes, our boy and them because players they put their best. You could see say their effort was there. Just say soccer there, nye de bia na ye day. And you know, it said the Ghana soccer air corner and in Guasiaban. You put it very nicely. You put it nicely. And player management. And then Ghana FA in general, they have to think about it because talent pool there is there. Ghanaians knows how to play soccer. But how are we gonna manage them? Because if you don't provide them the fielder, how are they going to get a regular size soccer field to play? Because with my ball, on Cheney,
the ball are Rudy Gamoto, Ghanaian defenders in Timmy Momo.
We have to find a way you manage a place. Nafi. Sikana FIFA at the mine you put to good use because national discourse this will have helped. We say nana ya keke kemu nema bim ho say here if bet the energy say cause anima ho soccer will take us through that discourse so we can rearrange things.
Okay. Okay, but to add to a point, sorry. Develop a place in now. So the league and the make say, in first game league, let's develop our league. 1992, meanwhile, Also, sometimes now your foreign players, Abidi Pili, Antonio Boa, and
a circle for
sometimes I circle for Ali Ibrahim. Now, we have local players in the Domokana. Now, we are pass.
Yeah,
local players, but say no. As captain, the whole as captain, you have an opportunity to say on more a year or stadium.
I couldn't believe that statement.
I don't fault him. Exposure people around you. What put to the park? Machabona. I got down as a partner. And you know, you're developing your money now. It's very tackle about when you're rapid.
And you know, and nice to say, has losses for Africa this year. Or say it taken as a national loss. Now find what is wrong with our teams. Let me resolve that issue. We have to find a way. Now, player management, we work towards it. In what sense? We have to give them exposure into the Black Stars. I mean, what I look at it say, okay, GC O level, no Chanaya. After spending 5 years in school. So now announce what if you want to school about Chanaya. It when you are doing the same, you are performing at the same level. So I go for Boche for about Blaster, me and Lusu midway. I need to local boys. Yeah, more exposure.
We are even growing the economy. See, local
boys, and you saw near more. Not a challenge because right local boys, now what they are thinking is you need to go to a brochure and sign your for Black Stars.
Yeah, that's
what you are thinking.
And then you brochure so I have a ball. Middle East. Middle East, you have
ball. Let's check if play free China about Blaster.
What else should that so Blaster? We need him be out. That's
so free Ghana.
What else should that so?
To go free Ghana.
That's a Kwame Poku. You soon because of Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Keep a Division 2 now.
Division there too. Division 3.
You go keep on.
Because Olele as a player, no. I don't know negotiated any player. Olele so there. So one no why they can have I don't know when you can call that Chelsea. So because Osha has a keeper. And you know that and go say no. Richard, look at the height.
Oh yeah.
She only a Balora so look at the height. But has a keeper no stature no. Robert Mensah kind of thing.
That's right.
Sabi say o stature no hu be. Me say under 20 year e ko year. Na boy be a number 2 goal.
Now okay. Boy be you know deputize for Dan Lad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me didn't escape me kakra. I think either Krobo or Gani. I say a Liverpool keeper.
Rebecca Swano, I won't say Dan Lad is in post because Unsiana FM Penning say they want him in dreams. Nah, because when you been a Kotoko, just to manage him. So the interest in pushing Dan Lad ahead of maybe Dan Lad that GU. Then so in him say ADINKRA. Personal because auto player no now Ghana player who can earn $500,000 kura ni nyine ko no an
but sir personal make na aso o man platform
there be unya
o man shade
who is behind you
tio ono so need the keeper ho ne height in bibia ubetimi aton na ma o paint o Take Robia and Towo. And
I remember ya Gina. That's why German people have made a belief say soccer is not about the antics that we Ghanaians.
No. Because keep our height.
That's how Messi they don't pay attention to him. Omzi just an individual cannot win anything, so they don't. That's all. They don't care about such.
When says our boy no man feel no, 20 goal. O man money best. And kitchen no uncle baby.
Because wala koti them any Richard Atta ejina hwa. Who should be the goalkeeper? Because Richard Atta's personality kura odi ejina se wonya coaching papa bia. Yep, inspire and motivate now better than
imposing.
But unfortunately, all Richard Atta needs is to travel outside Ghana.
So one no pieba.
So
that's the whole thing.
So what are they doing? They are killing our clubs
Mr. Say under 20 goal you know. O pie ba so. Now when you player, you go you
make sure okay Jens Lehmann.
To put in some historical perspective. Robert Mensah na yes African number 1 goalkeeper na say for. The first match, the first one Queen's Sports Stadium, Queen's Cornerstones, share 3-0. Kotoko 3-0. Now, what happened is say defenders na expose no. Because
yatoka man.
Your man for 1,000 cities. Those days, 1,000 cities they just say too. And yatoka man. Defenders no feel say or damn yeah boy. Oh and you know, born about me say no be ma. Na ye. O tell ni a 3-0. Oh, and you know, later on Obono with the defenders no. Or no money.
They have to protect you.
Olbakwa. Clifford Dame, Danopon, and Robert Mensah. Some cruise. I can say, I'm bond big time. Through this bond relationship, and the man, they say, I family. Because before I bought a bar, the son. Now, forward and crowd before you go to the defenders, no bread. And they give him the chance to make me a save. And we became the best.
Make I say, Kwame Poku penalty now, housekeeper and chain. I always give it to the height. Because baby, I Kwame Poku play ball. Send the height. Come to me, then
that's all.
One for ball and two center, one for men. Or the 2 pound on chamber, but still.
Mendy.
Listen back.
Bayern keeper.
Manuel Neuer.
Liverpool keeper. They are almost at the height of you know. It's you want ball you have to be a technical player to place the ball. Call people or bet you.
Now say Arsenal nipa no or if Jens Lehmann just because of the height no the person. Won't mean 1-on-1.
Now her say yeah what boy almost all dreams was a Vision FC. The guy is like 20 years.
Meet him no.
Or bear 10 years old. Or no. Yeah, on the platform. Or no so crown marketable. Or no, say Sika crown more pa, right? Say Sika crown more pa.
You're marketing the wrong product.
And have a question of intelligence.
So Mendo Riola as a wine no bino, Ghana. According to Mendo Riola.
Yeah,
say who probably a cotton now, but you bet me a ton now, obey scanner. I'm not bet me a ton. But oh, you won't mean ton no
because a man so labe and call Afcon. Me who the other woman
can voice no more keeper be Suraj Mohammed. Him say okay ya uza mo time. O ba oso a who kuta ball no ba oso kra oso.
Mante na be ni Chris mo.
Constance Mante.
Na be ni no asa. But na at least na height.
Na be Chris.
No asa.
But no structure. Very imposing. Oh yeah. Me can say blaster ko Libya ko J. Afcon. Your husband between Ousmane. Also very imposing TikTok. It's an asset to Richard. I tell you, trust me, a great asset. The price unfortunate.
Me say Ghana 3 goals I maybe home Richard Atano. Sa under 20 goals no. Ana Kotoko Hour. Me pesa height no. Ko ojinemu height no ne rich kwa
enu kum anan Kotoko captain no kon. Height na any disadvantage.
Oh, it's a boy in my car say me say ka meka na Kotoko management beat ya. That under 20 goal no. Also tell.
I'm confirmed.
Boy ni gina ho no mo a ho. Oh yeah, the tennis. So oh turn na European team bia, top club bia. Oh umbre kra because in kono ma pay way no. Men do free on free Senegal.
Oh no, 5 years ago, but no a club left.
Like share the height.
No only club.
Oh, because of this, say men the more year, the encono mukoye or who could present this 20-year-old boy, Gina on your top team be no that Obeko Sisia. But the point is, do you bet me marketing on man a platform? The uncle baby, on a woman platform. I don't mean yes yet. Uncle baby,
what's your pesca? So you are
also so marketing the wrong product. And then you said, yeah, the old marketing was sound on side. But the height, no, or secondary school goalkeeper. The height, no, obeti me that junior teams or through the senior level now. What the way could Gina po mo maybe a mess move ball not to. Now we the crowd obeti me crowd and Zlatan Akoso.
What is Zlatan?
Ronaldo, you're almost 6'5", so 6'3".
You know Zlatan.
One Akoso, I will bet them watch ball if Zlatan is so.
Say,
wrap your let's go.
Fatao and Cristiano Ronaldo.
You would one Akoso. Mr. Kadeka German for the Bayern, boy, you both of
him. I think our teams have to do more. So, what team are qualified for Africa? To say it has qualified. I think your pre-season should be different.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
It should be different right from the beginning of the season. Yes, season I say I'm also Kotoko Hour Dubai, and I'm saying it's a step in a good direction.
Okay.
Because the players get exposure.
Okay.
Weather, facilities are more play or so crown. And more confidence in the costume. And to know, you surely guys say Kotoko air flies, and I said I was not surprised.
Okay.
Because the plan went into this thing, and then we are seeing the dividends. It's clear. I can't ask a folk. You share league national. You be share season national. We have won. To say the America, we have won the treble. We are going to Africa. We are representing Ghana in Africa, not just the Champions League. That was the first one. Your preparation and now you're poor.
Okay.
Even when it comes to player recruitment, I disagree with most of the things they did. We bought so many players.
Because of interest.
Team, the core of the team was there. Yakotowe, no cry or no quantity. The main reason yet to us a player near Africa. Africa go more. Glass na wako. Wa mo
gas na awako. Wa mo bi African na mo.
And a year free. Africa only say, oh, say they were a house player. That was not why we went in for him. We wanted him to play for the Africa.
You're starting a bargain. You didn't
for the Champions League.
When transfer sometimes.
But we have
questions. Almost if we say we talk too much. We think we know it all. You're too known. But why are you?
We went and signed a contract.
And
say 24th of this day, I have to pay up or I lose the player. And the time comes and you turn your back, hoping say you're gonna get a player.
Because not Chelsea, sorry, has players, Obi no what Champions League experience.
No.
Or none our brought Champions League to the highest level. Into the corner no crano, presence no crano, bet me up wow mobi. So I think I will say, the planning, the preparation, Ubeko Africa, give your players exposure. Who say, oh, we have something at stake. We are preparing towards this thing.
Because
players no crowd condition,
it gives them
confidence. When them say, oh, I'm not just playing in the league, I'm representing something and I have to give my best. I'm a pro. So omu tu kwa na omu say hey, me boa me nyoma 1-to-1 to kwana. I'll be up there. Hey, say na hat here. So it's all about planning.
Yeah,
we should plan our teams well and then do the necessary arrangements. This time and win this car, win your football. Sponsorship and win your football. You are not ready for it. Win to me.
And one thing says soccer now, Tetuanom Kase, waste means a control now say for now. Waste means doesn't do anything. What it does is confidence. Modern day time, the confidence you can get confidence through exposure. Whereby you take your player through certain system. No blue say he has come of age, he has attained that level. That gives him the edge. So our boy against any team will face, hey, I have the confidence to overcome this. That's why exposure comes in. And player management are more kind, it encompasses so many things that you really need to draw on it. Now you're transforming Ghana soccer. What we are doing now, we are a laughing stock.
It's all about confidence.
I mean, it's unfortunate people are talking about North Africa. Just because House went and played against North Africa. If you have gone down to South Africa or places or elsewhere, maybe you would have lost the same way. Yes, soccer it's more progressing.
We can't compete with them.
We can't compete with anything. We need to see House laws as a national laws and find a way to change our ways of doing things.
Team 2008. 2008 yao. Johnny Sportif de la Saoura. 2008 na etiom.
They are Jesus Club. It tells a lot.
Just 2008 oh.
Now I always say I has some omnyen no go me presek. Now presek my Jesus Club abesham.
So the list said about it. So we need to prepare. Nyameka.
Latif, we need to say something. So close up.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, it's on the right direction. Ghana Football Federation, you know, it's on the decline. The facts are there. Only the doubting Thomases still thinks all is well. So, at the Sadian, they too, many penny for no. FA no, and lifting the game. Lifting the game. It will also force the various club owners, no, or administrators, no, to also lift their game, and it spreads across. The players, no, like we keep saying, in as much as we are blaming them, you know, there are other factors too that is stopping them from giving us the best of what they can do. Factors may be motivation, remuneration, condition of service. These are some of the basic things that our clubs do lack. That is why anytime they get opportunity to go to North Africa, it's like they are in Europe or in a miraculous soil. So that alone make them feel inferior inwardly or intimidated. So they feel that they are playing against their superiors.
Yes, exactly.
And football is all about confidence and the mindset. Once you lose it psychologically, you are just waiting to get on the pitch for 90 minutes so that the scoreline will be there. Because you are already defeated prior to the game. You ask yourself, what am I even playing for? At some point in time, you begin to feel like, oh, if we are even to play against these people, looking at their facilities and other stuff, defeating them is even unfair. Because compared to what investment they have done, to you not having those investments, yeah, we are all human. We tend to feel natural for others. Because you go there to meet the kind of structures that they've labeled or put in place.
Documentary. Who said 2014 World Cup? Germany went to build a 5-star hotel on their own in some bush.
Yeah.
And they lived in.
Yeah.
Brazil players were chilling in Europe.
Yeah.
They call them like the way we do here now. Assemble them to face them.
So imagine.
Who said they prepared their own food every day, never took anything. So, dedicated the whole facility into
them. Yeah. That tells you they went there for.
So your investment, you
know. So and. Lo and behold, look at how they embarrassed.
They had soft heart for them. It could have been more.
Oh, they shouldn't score again.
It could have been more.
So we all the
as in you see Barcelona association soft heart, my bad.
Yeah, Mula said. I see Omuja match no man the teenagers to just enjoy the game.
Yeah. So it has to be. A lot has to go on when it comes to someone.
Jama Musiala. Adia baako aye difficult for Europe ne say. You need defense na ombetimi ejina Mula Lewandowski, Leroy Sani, Serge Gnabry, and Mono. The most dangerous attacker on earth. And on because on his skill, yeah. He's the most dangerous attacker.
Question 3-1 or Bayern. Liverpool team no. What the Alfonso Munebeba? Mama come answer me.
Now Alfonso Samre no more Bayern.
I am because oh, but what the Alfonso Munebeba? Alfonso could share Basa phone no Say gigiri no. One man you to say gigiri no.
So what have you bought? Trent defense.
Oh, say Liverpool mo ba ho.
Sembe na we. Na Klopp no wo sua coaching we.
O wia.
Klopp na mu no sua coaching we.
Na Salah so dimri. Enti no against Liverpool. To me ma bebre say don beba.
You will defend the be the tanga. You will defend the be a friend tanga.
Yes, 3 o.
Oh, what team ba kokora na oni o cancel.
We shot 3 disrespectful you. Scoreline 3 disrespectful.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it wasn't that neutral ground too.
Mathamba se ne boate na una no go dia ground. Oh, the most beautiful stadium on the most beautiful modern stadium on
earth.
Alliance on Ankasa Bavarians, they have some bad history there.
Liverpool
yes, upcoming game.
2012.
Bring it on. I know who said Thomas Muller.
The next one will be in February. After February, no next year.
Yeah, but players inside my room.
Hey, defending champions for Hoka. Hey, I hate you.
Mumpo Kasai. Now, Atletico to be short 3.
I hate you.
Oh, Atletico to be short 3. No,
Atletico, Yatiam.
O timbe so 3 no ko ne be.
Atletico ne. Ani e won ho no. Omani e won ho no. Woman away.
E ho no hia o.
Ai kwa we dia wo brewi ase o say o Manchester. O say Manchester. E di uka e ho kro ntimi nkam.
E ho no hia o.
Omo said this year you show almost a 5 as a 10. Liverpool
Liverpool had a soft heart.
Yeah, they stopped scoring. They decided to stop scoring.
Because for the first time, we witnessed an exodus from the Old Trafford. It never happened. Man U fans every
season.
So many business be hard to be there.
We say Liverpool, they say you're so disrespectful. Say you're so more.
But I don't know.
Me pep UPS you me pep buy. See me pep I go buy so much.
I know
that. Okay, Liverpool winning for the wow. You need a bit of luck to win this competition.
3-1 there. What do you mean?
Who was the coach?
That was when.
Who was the coach?
3-1. That was when.
Who was the
2 years ago, yeah.
I did 2 years.
Now
4 years ago.
No more formal.
Mas Hammers and Boating. Some the woman did that. And I know we
about 8-2 now. Buy a share Barca. Even 8-2 now. Buy a share Barca and cry chim.
No cry.
Come on.
And watch it. No, it's 3.
Oh dear, change one half. Say who was studio here?
Defending champions. Yeah, 2. Yeah, 10 against 9. I want to mention.
My brother T.
Yeah, bound for 10 against 9. I want to mention.
My brother monkey play by sizes. Chain OJ 3 and I just 4. Me Adinkomo.
Really? Say me defending champion.
Only Manchester.
Me defending champion.
Only now general. Yeah, you can't rough off. Only
me defending champion.
Only buy your way. Mutu ne 3.
Omu park no boss ball no. And ni mate any Sunyai coronation park. I Anfield no mo kan. I square be apata 4 no mama.
Ana me say.
E no mo bo ho.
2 now waje no.
Ya bet 2 mo ho ma wa bo hunu say yes. Say credit say no away go rule. Ti e ba yes, e ba way I show straight.
Ana we here kan obebo draw.
So me you know.
No away go bia. No away go bia. Tell me the defender who can stop Lewandowski from scoring.
Say game obo bia.
Oh. Tell me who will prevent Thomas Muller.
Kotoko spiritual ni musa.
Oba Anfield right? Oba Anfield no be board draw.
Say only you can we ask you. Say 1 man winning against Bayern.
Last match.
Yeah, we know the trophy Ankasa 2012.
What would they say who the ADINKRA?
Chelsea we need buy the trophy and mumu dey enye trophy so.
Atletico to be papa money so tata
the trophy.
You win disrespectful say team CD come na bullshit. Asa 2000 can no be enim Chelsea my brother me. Asa 2000 one can enim Chelsea.
Who no dey adie mu was say or the age and a support team.
Asa 2000 now was Super Cup. Yes, Madrid did Super Cup.
Oh, you bobo
Madrid did
Madrid did was it 13?
no me boni din ono na me share no
sa time na o Dennis Wise ne
Baba Jidane Baba Yaro
we a mid table team no be akra hu
say enti e kan ne enne
na kra wa baso what is what you two we anam so ni mate ni
we ma dey say 3
oh yeah elite and Liverpool 6
they got 7 this year they got 7
me defending champion we say me nyadi defending champion
Debut budget yet still no class say one now o je no Eduako group bi mu it is second team clubs now you two now
but me defending team
na so German you know
but say me defending champion o be dia free me nsem
say no tete dia be say e say omo match 5 you group like teams 5 4 be kwa kujina
no yeah group na say
and say no o playmate ni wage group 2 ne 3 no more better what you say
now so playmate no
says yeah
thank the man didn't go be ball league
yeah ne AC Milan mo na
says no Liverpool AC ana baye
Mia Samia
ansa kwa no akokeka Ayas mu
Mia Samia
wone your 30 minutes now Forest
oh there be
ana Dortmund ne Hamburg Dortmund ne Hamburg mo na
Nottingham Forest and your big club
what you two
no they are for mo ho no Dortmund and Hamburg mo no Nottingham
record on waji 2 also waji 2 Nottingham Forest do 2 now won you one now what's the end on
Nottingham and your big club
no but
na say Chelsea so your big club
Chelsea a big club
no Liverpool they ball Liverpool Real Madrid
the League of Nations no which clubs na ever
Jack Saka just fast am
the League of Nations no which clubs
na big club about nipa one human being be there one human being be or Russia there also say big club no bad abeg
me say the year 2000 pokra no kana na pokra me say AC kokko ho bia
Mourinho made Chelsea
well it's your opinion
yeah church of Pempa go bia
so by Entebia you be defend you be the first club apart from Real Madrid you be defend back to back
no same so the ultimate
say it ha
Thomas Tuchel na mu wawie na djuma ono ma wawie na djuma ono now a group we kura went when first group now we kura went
and because we share Chelsea team now the core of Chelsea team
what the Lukaku be champion
the core of Chelsea team this season has been inconsistent the midfield Kante has not been consistent Jorginho has not been consistent
and Papa will say a program
will come your way next week. This has been the Kotoko Hour show. So forgive us. Our main Facebook handle is down. I will back next week. We hope by next week we will have our main Facebook handle back. We will show the 1970 and 1983 highlights again next week. Hopefully by then we should have our main Facebook handle back. So forgive us. We will back next week.
Kotoko has to give me a postcode because I have to go edit on the abroad.
Asante Kotoko ye besha mamo. Asante Kotoko ye besha mamo. Asante Kotoko ye besha. Asante Kotoko ye besha mamo. Asante Kotoko ye besha mamo. Asante Kotoko ye besha mu ako.